What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching the TF Movie Show. This is just a web series where we're talking about the Transformers live action movie franchise. This is episode number 10, and I'm sure by now you guys have all seen the teaser trailer for Bumblebee, and I'm also sure you've seen my reaction video for it. Wow, what an amazing teaser. That really made me want to see more. I cannot wait to watch this movie. I got so many chills watching it, and it was actually a really emotional experience for me. And it was because that, Transformers last night really disappointed me, and I got really emotional about that. And then when I watched this teaser, and it's only just 2 minutes long or so, and so much in that teaser made me feel good about this movie. And it just made me realize that I've been wanting a good Transformers film for so long. And I gotta tell you, on the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time I watched it, I kept on crying. It always got me at this particular point, which I'm gonna show you in my trailer review. It always gets me every time at this point. This very specific point, it always makes me cry. Okay, let's just talk about the trailer. Okay, so we first get this shot with Bumblebee's silhouette in the forest. We're gonna see more of Bumblebee in the forest, and this is right before the Paramount Pictures logo pops up. And now we see the character of Charlie, played by Haley Steinfeld. And I'm pretty sure this is early in the movie where we're just seeing her go about her day. But I love the feel of the movie already. Obviously, it takes place in the 1980s. I think 1989 to be exact, but we already get the feel for that era, and it's a small town type of a setting. As you can see, she's just riding bikes and just driving around the pier. So that is something that just really makes you get a feeling for the setting. And now we see her character as she reveals the Volkswagen Bug, which she will eventually find out is Bumblebee. And here's Bumblebee in the junkyard. And I'm actually really curious how she ended up getting the vehicle, because later on you'll see that the keys are already in the car. So I'm wondering, like, did she get it? She didn't steal it, obviously. Maybe someone left it. A friend left it there as a birthday present. I don't really know. I can't remember. Anyways, here are some bees, and this is just under the where the tires are, where one of the tires is. So maybe that's where she got the name, because there's like bumblebees and that she had to like swat out, and it's got the honeycombs there. And then she looks inside and she sees the keys are in the car. So this must be the car that I guess she received for her birthday, if that really is the reason why she is able to get this car. And so she takes it home with her. And you know what I really love about Haley Steinfeld's character Charlie? When I look at this, I feel there's so much innocence to all these shots of Haley Steinfeld. It's to the point where I no longer believe that I'm looking at Haley Steinfeld playing a character. I'm looking at Charlie. This is Charlie I'm looking at, and I really feel her character. I really feel like I'm in the movie with her, discovering this robot. So in the next shot, we see Charlie and the I guess this would be the little brother, played by Jason Drucker. They're riding along, and it looks like a lot of fun. They're enjoying their car ride home, and this is their home. It's a very nice looking house. And now we get a shot of Charlie's garage. You see a lot of tools in the background, and she loves working on cars, according to the synopsis for her character. And here's a wide shot of her garage with Bumblebee in it. And I really love this shot. This is a beautifully shot scene because it's just such a clean looking shot. I love the lighting in it, and I love that Bumblebee is obviously the focus on here, and it just really gives you like an idea of what's to happen next. And then the radio turns on, just like it turns on with Sam. But what's really interesting is, and maybe I'm just digging deep, but I noticed that it says 88 here, and it says 88 where it says emergency, and 88 looks like BB abbreviated, Bumblebee abbreviated, BB. So I'm just throwing it out there. It might just mean nothing, or I don't know. It's just there. So that's what I picked up. It might be nothing at all. And then, of course, the radio moves, and then Haley, throughout the entire movie, or at least throughout these scenes in the movie, in the trailer, Charlie's always like confused, shocked, surprised. She always has that look, but it's so believable. She plays the role so well, and like I said, I'm not looking at Haley Steinfeld, the pop star. I'm looking at Charlie, and she just totally fits the role. She goes towards it because she feels there's something mysterious going on, and then let's see what happens next. She puts her hands on the car. And boom, something drops down. I'm not sure what that is. It's a small part. She looks underneath, and she's looking and to see what is that. Goes underneath the car with a flashlight, and then sees something. And that's when I flipped. That was like, oh man, that is cool. That's just like the toys, how they hide their face under the car, under the vehicle, because if you look under a toy, they usually have the face hidden there, the head sculpt hidden there. So that's really, really cool. What an amazing homage to the toys. And then she's like, what is that? Let me take a closer look. Eyes light up, and then, wow, that transformation is just beautiful. It's such a great transformation, and a lot of people might think that, oh, we've seen this type of thing before, but this is so beautifully directed. The way it goes between Bumblebee, forming, to back to Charlie, and then back to Bumblebee, and then this wide shot where you see her eyes just get big suddenly, and you see all those parts changing, and, they do this only with characters like Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, mainly because they're the main characters, but the way it's done here is just so intimate because you're able to see the reaction of both. You get to see the transformation and the reaction of the character, the main character Charlie, in the same shot. So that's a very, very significant thing because it really puts you in the movie. It really makes you feel exactly what she is going through. And I feel that once you see this on the big screen, you're just gonna be like, wow, this is what it felt like the first time we saw the movie with Sam Witwicky. And then he stands up. And then we see that this looks a lot like Bumblebee from G1, especially with the horns sticking out. And it just has this innocent feel to it. You can see that Bumblebee is a younger character, as he should be. And then Charlie is like, what the heck? Like, what are you? And then he's very afraid. He hides behind that car. And, he's obviously very, very afraid as he tries to protect himself because he doesn't know what's to come. Kind of like a scared little puppy. And she's like, what are you? And then, can you talk? And then he shakes his head. But look at the detail on Bumblebee's head. I really love this shot because you see the detail on him. And that face shape really emulates the way he looked in G1. You see the I guess the damage on him, the rust, which is something that is conveyed. It really hasn't been conveyed in the previous films, where you have the car and the robot mode looking damaged, because they always look clean. One or the other looks clean, or both of them. But in this case, we have the damage and the detail on both the vehicle and the robot mode. So that is great. So she's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. And then Bumblebee takes a closer look at her hands, and then she feels the touch of a human hand on his face, and then he closes his eyes. And I just thought, what a soft and tender moment. It's just something like we never really got to feel in the previous films, and that really shows you that this movie already has a lot of heart. And then this is the shot right here which made me tear up. It was this shot right here, this exact shot, and I think it had a lot to do with, first of all, the music and the timing of the shots. It's just, this teaser was just cut so well that it hit all the emotional notes. And then as you're seeing all the scenes get revealed, like Bumblebee get revealed in the garage scenes, and then you see that there's this human connection, and then suddenly you see Bumblebee in danger, you suddenly feel like this is a really, really heartfelt story. And it made me realize that I've been wanting this for so long. I've been wanting a good Transformers movie with a lot of heart in it, not just about action and robot rumble. That like it really hit me like right in the feels, man. And this shot right here, where you see Bumblebee driving Charlie, and I forgot what this character's name is, but maybe it's the best friend or a boyfriend. But this shot right here, this is a feel good moment. This is where like Bumblebee and the other friend and Charlie, they all know what Bumblebee is. They know it's a sentient robot and he's autonomous and they can drive on his own. Then they're really enjoying this moment with Bumblebee being the driver and being their best friend. Next, we have this shot, which I think could be closer to the end of the movie, where Haley Steinfeld just dives into the water, and then we see the next shot where Haley Steinfeld, Charlie is looking at a Bumblebee that's falling down underwater, and this looks like it could be one of those scenes where it's near the end of the movie. I'm just thinking. Then I love this shot right here. This brings back the fun of Transformers, the fun and the innocence of Transformers, where a human and his beloved vehicle can have so much fun together. It's kind of like taking a dog out to the park and the dog does something silly, and then you're like, come on, don't do that. And I love this shot. This makes me feel like a kid again. It brings a lot of warmth to my heart. And then he transforms and kicks up a lot of dust. And he's like, dude, come on, really? And it's just a great moment. Him transforming onto the beach. And then now here's the Iron Giant moment. Keep in mind that this film is produced by Lorenzo de Bonaventura, who also produced the Iron Giant. And this is a moment where the military are it could be Sector 7, like an earlier version of Sector 7, and they feel that Bumblebee is a threat, but Charlie doesn't want Bumblebee to be hurt. So what happens next is that Bumblebee also is protective of Charlie. So then he just takes her somewhere safe. And in this next shot, we see John Cena and that's John Ortiz, and they're all part of Sector 7. And I guess this is when they either encounter a Decepticon or they encounter Bumblebee and see like, hey, what is this thing? And look at all their weapons they got there. They got so many soldiers. They got rocket launchers, or is that a harpoon? I don't know, but they definitely got a lot of artillery there. And Bumblebee jumps into battle in battle mode, and this looks like a Jeep. Like his alt mode looks like a Jeep, because he definitely looks different from the more softer and more friendlier Bumblebee. And it looks like look at the detail. That wheel actually has damage to like the wheel. Like you can't roll on that anymore. Oh my God, is this Starscream or is this Starscream? This transformation and the way he looks just blew my mind. Like, this is an amazing shot, because after all the tenderness, the heart, the really soft tone of the movie, we gotta still bring this back to Transformers, and I'm talking about robot fighting and robot action, and we got to see the very first Decepticon, and I'm pretty sure that's Starscream. It could be any other of the other ones, but I'm gonna just say this is Starscream for now, just because of the paint job. And not only is it Starscream, but it looks like Starscream from the head sculpt and also from the paint job. And wow, it looks amazing. And I'm just thinking that, like, wow, it took them 11 years to get Starscream right. Like, this is amazing. And Charlie once again looking shocked, surprised, and confused, endangered. She has this look throughout the teaser, and I'm pretty sure she will have that look a lot throughout the movie. And this is another scene. This looks like a pretty intense chase scene with Bumblebee at night. And then this is something very cool. This was introduced in Transformers Last Night. This concept where you would see Transformers vehicles, in this case Bumblebee, driving at high speed and then sticking his arm out. In Transformers Last Night, they introduced that concept with the car chase in London, where Bumblebee sticks out his arm cannon. Now he's doing this to assist his turning or slowing down, because he sticks out his arm and grabs the guardrail to either try to make a sharp turn or slow down. So that's a really cool thing that they implemented that. And there's once again a very tender moment. When's the last time you saw a human character hug a robot? I mean, a Transformers character. I don't remember Sam ever actually doing that. Sure, there was physical contact, but I don't remember a moment where they actually hugged, like really hugged, right? And there's that moment right there with Charlie and Bumblebee, and Charlie crying. So something's going down. Maybe Charlie is it's either a goodbye or Charlie just fearing for Bumblebee's life, like he's gonna go into battle, like he's gonna be in danger. So Charlie's like, "Don't go," right? And then this is a scene, an emotional scene where Charlie says, "Your people, there are people out there that need you." And I'm thinking this could be also once again the end of the movie, like the very very end of the movie, where she has to actually say goodbye, which leads us to the 2007 Transformers film directed by Michael Bay. I'm thinking this could be it, where they need to, she acknowledges that she has to let him go. There are people there that need you. Or this could be right before a battle, like the final battle, where she has to say, "Go, just save those people. There are people there that need you. They're like, save them," you know. So that could be it right there. And here's Bumblebee. Like, we recognize this Bumblebee because we've seen this head sculpt, this mask before. But then he puts on his battle mask, and he looks entirely different. And it looks very, very aggressive. And guess what? It looks like a bee. Look at that face. It looks like a hornet or a wasp. And those eyes, look at the compound eyes there. That definitely looks like a bee, and I love that. I love that it looks like a bee, because maybe that's how Charlie gave Bumblebee his name, the Bumblebee, right? Because he actually looks like a bee. And then here's a scene where Bumblebee would have to save humans, because it's not just about fighting. There's also saving humans involved. And that is where this military chopper is about to come down crashing, but then Bumblebee saves them. And then I think this is a redeeming moment where the human soldiers are like, you know, he's a threat, but then he saved us. He's on our side. This is not our enemy here. And this is an attack chopper that he's saving, because look at that projectile launcher on the side. And then this is Bumblebee's leg. His feet, just, you know, bracing himself. And then that is the end of all that action. And then there's Bumblebee in battle mode, and it appears to have a different alt mode. Looks like a Jeep of some kind, and it looks like this is Bumblebee taking on a different alt mode before he has to do battle with Sector 7. Because you see I think that's a Humvee, and look at those arms. It looks like he did a bit of smashing. So like, this is battle mode B. We got Humvees from Sector 7 that are all beat up. He just beat them up. And now we get to a funny scene after all that intense emotions. We get to a funny, more lighthearted scene. And I thought this cassette was going to transform, but this is just more of a fun scene where Charlie's trying to help Bumblebee talk, and she says, maybe you can convey your feelings through music. So she puts the cassette in, and then it plays what's that guy's name? Rick Astley, and then he Rick rolls him, and then she gets Rick rolled, and then and then this scene makes me smile, because like, it's a funny scene, and you see finally, after all those expressions of like Charlie just going all the time, finally you see her smile, and it brings a smile to my face. And then he spits out the cassette, and then it knocks down some tools, and then she's like, and then end trailer, Christmas 2018 in theaters, in 3D and 2D, and man, I cannot wait. This is what we as Transformers fans have been waiting for. And it's such an interesting thing, because this turned all the haters around. All those Master Bay haters, you know, masters of the art of hating on Michael Bay. It turned them around. Well, at least according to the comments on social media, it looks like a lot of the haters of Michael Bay's Transformers, especially the ones that really didn't like the sequels, they feel that this is definitely a positive direction for Transformers. And I totally agree with that. Because what you've been missing is right here. What we've all been missing, this G1-esque type of feel, is right here. But for me, I just miss the magic and the mystery and the wonder that the 2007 film brought us. And that's what the producers and the director, Travis Knight, wanted for us. Because Travis Knight is actually a fan of the original Transformers cartoons. He played with the toys, and as somebody who loved those elements, and someone who grew up during that era, he wanted to bring that magic back to us. He wanted to bring back the magic of the first one, and also bring the magic of G1 to Transformers fans, and it looks like that he's completely accomplished that with just this teaser alone. Now, I'm just judging everything based on the teaser. So this is only 2 minutes of a feature-length film, but I'm so sold. I'm really, really sold. I told myself that I'm cautiously optimistic. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. This is a film that I'm really looking forward to, and I love Transformers and Star Wars so much, but Transformers, watching this, it got me really, really emotional. I've seen this trailer like 10 times already, and every time it shows that scene where Bumblebee is running through the forest being shot at, and that music comes up, I tear up every single time, and it just gets me, and it's because I've been wanting this for so long. You know, when you really, really want something, you want something so bad, but you're always disappointed you never get it, and once you get that, that's a very emotional feeling, and it just hit me right there. So, Travis Knight, you have yourself a fan right now. Kubo and the two strings was great. This looks like it's going to be outstanding, but like I said, I'm judging it from the trailer. I will see in December what you're going to give to us, and I'm loving it already. So, I think you've won over a lot of fans already, a lot of fans that lost faith. It looks like this trailer has done a lot already. So anyways, that's all I got to say. This has been my trailer review, my trailer analysis for the Bumblebee teaser trailer, and I'm going to watch it a couple more times. I can't wait for this movie. It looks very, very promising. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.